What's up everyone, Carter here, and in this video I want to go over how you can start your own Amazon FBA book selling business with under $100. Now I personally think that the FBA book selling business is one of the easiest and best ways to learn exactly how Amazon works while making some really good money on the side. First off, you don't need any experience. You don't need a ton of upfront capital. I'm going to show you how you can start with under $100 and how exactly you as a beginner can quickly scale your Amazon FBA book business. So let's get right into it. The first step I'll be talking about are the upfront costs associated with starting an Amazon FBA book business. A lot of people think you need hundreds and hundreds to thousands of dollars to start, and that's not really the case. First off, the first thing you need is obviously a cell phone. Now, I'm not going to incorporate that into the cost because most people watching this video, you probably have your own cell phone. It doesn't matter if you have an iPhone or an Android. You just need to be able to have access to download an app, and I'll go over what that app is later. Second thing you need is an Amazon seller account. There are two different plans. One plan, the professional seller plan, is $40 per month, and that allows you to sell an unlimited amount of products on Amazon. The second one is the individual seller plan, and that is free per month. However, each item you sell, you will actually pay a 99-cent fee. So once you get to the point where you're selling more than 40 items per month, it just only makes sense to save money and go with the professional seller plan. So first off, our costs right now are still zero. The second cost you'll need is a little bit of cash upfront to go out and purchase these products. It can be cash or card, but you just need to be able to keep track of how much you're spending and what you're spending on the different books. Now remember, books are super inexpensive to purchase. You'll be paying anywhere from 25 cents to usually $2 on average for the different books, hardcover, paperback. It really depends on where exactly you're sourcing the books from. So usually for your first shipment, you're going to want to build, accumulate at least 20 to 30 books in your first shipment. That way it's worth it to create a whole box in a shipment and ship all those books to Amazon. So your first cost is going to be however much it costs to purchase those 20 or 30 books. So if your buy cost is an average of $1, there's $20 or $30 there. Maybe you want 40 books, 50 books. That's really all up to you. But for this example, I'm going to leave that at $30, and that's going to be enough to at least purchase 20 to 30 books depending on the location that you're sourcing from. The next cost is going to be your shipping supplies. So you're going to need some boxes. You can get them for literally 75 cents at Walmart. And for 20 or 30 books, you can definitely fit that in one 14 by 14 by 14 box. That's just another, dollar added to the buy cost. You're going to want, a tape gun so that you can tape up your boxes so they don't break during transit to the Amazon warehouse. And that costs, I don't know what, $15. And you can keep the holder like forever, and you just have to refill the tape. But usually you can get a tape and the holder for like, I'd say $12. I think I got one for $12 like a Walmart or something. So $12 plus $1 for the books. And really that's just about it. I mean, you need a printer as well so you can print out the shipping labels to then cut them out and then tape them on the box. Other than that, that is really all for the upfront costs. Now, the last cost I wanted to go over was actually to have your products labeled. So each individual unit that you ship to Amazon, you have to put over a little label so that Amazon can scan that into their system, into their database once it arrives to the warehouse. Now, you can get shipping labels, 30-up labels for about $10 on Amazon. I'll try to put links below to all the supplies below. If I don't, someone comment in the section below, so I'll go back in the description and copy and paste everything and all the different, tools and resources and supplies that I'm going over in this video. But really you can get them for $10, or you can pay Amazon 20 cents per unit and they will label each and every individual product for you. Now in the second step, I do want to talk a little bit more about inventory costs and associated with purchasing books. Now, one of the bigger reasons why I love starting book businesses and why I think every beginner should is that books are extremely cheap to purchase. You're purchasing books for like $1, 25 cents, $2, depending on where you're buying them from. Like literally, I have a stack of books next to me right now that I purchased at some estate sale. Like here's, a $20 book, $20 book. Here's a $195 book. I've made videos on it. I have screenshots. You can look up the titles. At the time I purchased them, there's a lot of money to be made with books. Like turning $1 into $20, you can't do that in other businesses. I mean, $1 into $20, $1 into $195 potential. I mean, you can't do that in any other business and still spend dollars and dollars to make tons and tons of money. It's a great business model to start, and you need to give it a try. For instance, when I started teaching some of my friends to sell on Amazon, I had a buddy. He had been doing it for about a month. He went to, I believe it was a garage sale, or maybe it was a thrift store, don't get me wrong, but he purchased a coin album book for $1. 2 months later, he sold it for $365. I don't know the math or the ROI on that, but $2 into $365, that's a really good return on your investment. The third step I want to talk about are your sourcing locations. So these are the locations that you are going to purchase these new or used books. Now these could be garage sales, estate sales, thrift stores. It could be like Goodwill, Salvation Armies. It could be some mom and pop thrift stores. You could go to book sales. You could go to some libraries that might be having a used book sale. I mean, you can even check around where you live, friends, family. The opportunities are endless when it comes to purchasing books. They're everywhere, and people don't understand the value of them. They just see some paperback book like this, and they just think, oh, I'll just sell it for, just give me $1 for it. You get 2 or 3 books, you bargain, you get the books for like 50 cents, and all of a sudden this book sells for $15, $20, $25 on Amazon. And you're not going to get those returns on $1 for any other business really out there. Now, the book selling business is the best for beginners because the risk associated with starting is very, very low. Like I mentioned, you can start with under $100. You can go out and start purchasing books immediately because I guarantee you have some locations around you that will have used books that they no longer need or no longer know the value of. So you as the reseller can come in, bargain with them, get them for a good price, and resell them back on Amazon for a profit. The fourth step, I want to talk about what books to look for. Now, I'm not going to go too much in depth, but as an Amazon seller and an Amazon bookseller, you really start to get an eye for what to look for. Now, mainly there's 2 genres of books: fiction and nonfiction. And most of the time, nonfiction books are going to be where the big money is. Fiction books, it seems that there's a lot of copies already out there. Maybe there's still interest in them, but there's just too much competition, and you can't really make a good profit on most fiction books. Like I mentioned, I'm sure there are some fiction books out there that you can make a killing on. It's just not as populated profitably as nonfiction books. Self-help books, sport books, biographies, children's books. All those nonfiction books are going to be where all the really, really good profit is. Business books, technology, language. And you can see them when I go to book sales, they'll have all the different genres and all the different categories kind of laid out. They'll have a whole section for sports books, a whole section for technology and business, and I go to those sections first because that's going to be where the big profits and the really big money-making books are. Also, another quick tip, but you want to focus on the condition of the book. Obviously, the better condition of the book, the more you're going to be able to sell it for. There are 5 conditions that you can sell on Amazon as a seller: used acceptable, used good, used very good, used like new, and new. So 5 different conditions that you can list that book as. So if there's a way for you to improve the condition by maybe getting the dust off the front cover, maybe unfolding pages, and even if there is writing in it, you need to make sure you have that in your condition notes, and people will be a lot more willing to purchase if they know the exact product that they are getting. But yes, if there's any way that you can improve the condition, or you find a product that is very good or like new condition, you will be able to charge a premium for that book. The 5th step I want to talk about is learning how to scale your Amazon book business. There are plenty of ways. For instance, when you're scanning using your phone, a way to help make that more efficient is to purchase a Bluetooth scanner, something that you can hook up to your phone, and that'll scan within half a second and bring up the whole database on your phone. It just saves a lot of time. It's more efficient, and that's something that you learn as you become a more experienced seller. As you become a more experienced seller, you're willing to take potentially larger risks. So maybe you find a book with a 3 or 4 million sales rank, but it's selling for $100, $150. Well, guess what? The book might not sell for 6, 8, 10 months. But the best thing is, if you purchase it for $1, it takes 6 months to sell. If you're paying 8 cents a month in storage fees to have that book stored at Amazon, 8 cents a month times 6 months is what, 48 cents? So you're into it for $1 buy cost and 48 cents in storage fees, but you sell it for $100 or $150. That is worth it all day long. So hopefully you guys liked that 5-step breakdown of how exactly you can start your own Amazon FBA book selling business with under $100. And if you're ready to take the next step, if you want to start your own Amazon FBA book business, but you don't really know where to start, maybe you're looking for more training, maybe you want to work directly with me, asking me questions, having me as a mentor, I do have my reselling program available in the description of this video. And basically in there, I show you step by step how you can build a successful Amazon FBA reselling business that's not just affiliated around books, electronics, video games, basically any item out there that's undervalued that you can purchase and resell for a profit. I show you how exactly to set up your Amazon seller account, the specific secret locations that I've been to and that you can go to find killer products, what exact products to look for, different strategies, tools, apps that I use to be successful so that you can implement that in your reselling business to start and grow and quickly scale it. So if that is of interest to you, I will have a link below in the description of this video. Anyways, that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys liked that breakdown. I really did try my best to show you and go over everything that is needed to start an Amazon FBA book selling business, just to give you the best possible, mindset of what it's going to take to start a book selling business on Amazon. And if you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to comment below with any questions that you might have regarding anything I went over. I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. And if you want to see more videos on how you can create an additional stream of income online, then subscribe to this channel, and I'll see everyone in the next video.